Just gotta make sure everything is in its proper place, everything is set up the way it's supposed to be, make sure everything is running how it needs to be running. I'm hopeful that everything is operational. It looks like everything is. It looks like everything is. Yep, look, everything is. Alright. We are good to go. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, welcome to you. My name is JGarter1, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. I'm very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience, as we dive back into the world of Lyndas, where we have a few things I would like to try to get done today. Last time you guys may remember, we got our sheep farm built up. Nice little fenced-in area. Well, not so little, but a nice fenced-in area for our sheep to roam around. Plenty of room for them to multiply as we go along. We set up our garden with a few crops, and we started discussing what the plans are for the future. This time around, it's time to work on a few more such farms that need to be done to help get our survival experience really off and running. Hello! And it's also time to fulfill the first half of the name of the game. So far, we've been fulfilling the second half, crafting. We've been crafting and building all kinds of stuff. We built a house, very nice. We built our sheep farm. Very simple, very cozy, very cool. And of course, like I said, we made our garden. Got ourselves wheat, beetroot, and carrot all growing in nice little rows. We don't have potatoes yet, but we might also go and grab those today. But the next thing I want to worry about is not only a small bit of expansion to this farm, to this crop thing going on over here, but the more pressing thing I want to worry about is mining. That's right. The time has come to actually go mining. Now, those of you who have seen my Twitch streams in the last few weeks, you'll have seen that on that world, I just found a spot and dug down. Diagonally. We're going to do a diagonal mine on this world too. But I want to put it a little bit away from the house. Simply because I want to have space to build up some decoration around it that won't interfere with the cabin or the sheep farm theme. Does that necessarily make sense? Nah. Maybe not. Some people may think it's kind of a weird idea to put it away from the house. Why not build it under, for example? Well, I want a place for everything and everything in its place. And I kind of said that last go around. Hello, back base. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, my friend. I kind of explained that last time. I want everything to be organized. I want a place for everything, everything in its place, and every structure to have a purpose. Whether that's just to be aesthetically pleasing, serve as the shell of some kind of farm, or simply be an exposed but useful build. So, this house I try to make be simple but aesthetically pleasing, along with the neighboring sheep farm. And this area is going to eventually be my dedicated sheep farm. Cool, back base. That's cool. When I make my mine, however, I want to have it be have a dedicated space for making it plain that that's the mine. That's where I'm going to be doing the mining. And eventually, I explained this last time, eventually I'm going to build some kind of a town. Hey, Donut! Glad you can make it to the stream. I'm going to build a town somewhere over here in these plains and along that hill, as well as possibly over the river, over there. Every building in that town is going to have a purpose, whether that would be housing my nether portal, which is what that ruined nether portal over there is going to eventually become, housing a cow farm, housing a automatic sugarcane farm. You get the idea. There's going to be a lot of farms going into the town. There's going to be a lot of builds that are going to have a purpose that you may or may not be able to tell right away. But some builds, I want to make sure it's very clear what they're meant to be, and I want to make their little space be aesthetically pleasing. I want them to look the part of what they are, which is why the mine is going to be a little bit away from the house. Probably, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do it over here at this little hill, except, of course, that does put me in contention with this hole here. And unfortunately, there's no easy way to deal with the hole. But that's not a big deal. I can fix that problem. Kind of. Now, what do I need the mine for at this point? Why am I now wanting to do the mine? Well, that's simple. I need iron. Look at my armor. Look at the state of my armor. It's gold and leather. This stuff is not going to last long. Leather boots, I'm always going to need to have a pair of those to be able to put on if I go to a cold biome. That's just going to be part of my travel kit. But, yes, I definitely need iron. Donut has said it very plainly. I need iron, and I need it as soon as possible. So, that's why part of what we're going to do today in this stream is start digging our way down. But if I'm going to dig, I'm going to do it in a way that can be used, can be viable for what I want to do. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to do the mine a little... I'm going to do the mine, but I'm going to do it a little different from how I'm used to doing it. Basically, what I want to do, and I'll see if I can kind of illustrate this real quick, so you guys know what I'm going to be going for. I want to dig diagonal. I love doing the diagonal path down to the mine, because then I can have stairs. But I'm not going to do just a 1x1... I'm not going to do just a 1 block wide thing. That's not going to work for what I want to do. I want to do 3 blocks wide. When I dig the mine, I want to make it be a 3 block wide tunnel leading down into the depths, so that we have room to later make the mine tunnel have rails. Say this is a level of the tunnel. Up the middle is going to be a very simple staircase, but down the sides, I want to do, up and down the sides, I want to do minecart rails. And I might even go so far as to do 4 block wide tunnel so that I can have more space for the staircase. That way, if you slip to the left or slip to the right, you're not as likely to fall off the stairs and get caught on the steps that support the rails. You guys get what I'm going for here? I hope so. Now, it's not just iron we're going to go for, of course. We're also going to try to dig all the way down to the diamond level. That's part of the point of this. I want to get down to the Y levels for all the major resources, and that includes diamonds. But, before we do that, I do want to make some more farms. I have a few... not in there. I have a few seeds and things that I haven't put to use yet in my farming endeavors. We may have 3 of the 4 major crops, but these are vitally important things too. Kelp we're going to need for fuel for furnaces. Sugarcane we need for enchanting. Bamboo I need for scaffolding. I don't like scaffolding on Java, but I love it here on Bedrock. And we're going to need as much bamboo as we can get to be able to make as much scaffolding as we will ever need. And then melons and pumpkins, those go without saying. Those are two more essential crops. We need those so that we can plant them for trading with villagers. I don't want to do a big trading hall right away, but eventually we are going to have to do some trading with villagers to get some of our better gear. That's just how it's gonna be. So otherwise, we'd have to rely entirely on enchanting tables, and that is taxing. Extremely taxing on time and levels. And we don't exactly have an XP farm. Cocoa beans, I don't really have any need for these, but it might be a good farm to have just as an extra thing. Which reminds me, I should go ahead and plant this jungle sapling. In my travels to find a good place for my base, I only picked up one jungle sapling. Kinda sad, but I wasn't really looking to get all the wood types right off the bat anyway. Now, where am I going to put these farms? I have been thinking about that for a little bit now, and I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is make a section off of this where I can put the melons and pumpkins. What I'm kind of thinking of doing is having slabs over here and slabs along the sides of where the melons and pumpkins are going to go, so that I can till the soil here. And that'll be where I plant the melon and pumpkin seeds. And then if I do it that way, I can have more slabs here in between the two kinds of block crops. Melon and pumpkin. Because if you've seen how melons and pumpkins grow in Minecraft, you know you place them in one block. If you put one of them there, and of course that ground isn't saturated, so whatever. If you put one of them there, they will grow to the side. It'll either, meaning the melon or pumpkin will grow either over here, or over here. It can't grow onto a pre-existing block. Hello, Alex Transport. Welcome to the channel. Or welcome back if you were returning. So, this does mean we're going to have to remove this little hill back here. I kind of liked having this here, but it's not just melons and pumpkins we're going to be planting. I'm also going to be setting up the sugarcane over here. Can I put it somewhere else? Possibly. But I find it's better to have all the crop farming in one general area if I can. I'm probably talking about this way too much, but you guys get the point. How is everybody doing today? Everybody having a good day? Or night? I mean, I know for some people out there, it's probably already nighttime. How's everybody doing? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear you're doing good for sure, don't it? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing alright. Day's been kinda weird, but I'm okay. I guess it's kinda just been sort of a lazy day, lazier than I would have liked it to be, but it's okay. It's an okay day. Make some more sticks. And then craft 2 shovels. That way I've got an extra when the one breaks. And head inside before I get my butt blown up. I do not want to get blown to bits. Knowing how things usually go for me, if I don't get inside and sleep now, I'm gonna get exploded by a creeper. There are two things that can really ruin a Minecrafter's day. Misplaced blocks and creepers. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, don't I? That's part of why I have been a little hesitant to play the newer updates. Because that means that netherite is now even more of a pain to get. Oh yeah, sure, before you had to go to the nether, get enough ancient debris to actually actually turn your diamond gear into netherite gear, but now you actually have to go explore the surface of the nether, which isn't really a surface, it's a massive cave, and you've got to hope that you can find one of those smithing templates, or whatever they're called, that is meant to turn your diamond armor into netherite, and then you still got to go get the netherite ingots themselves. Frustrating to the extreme. Very much frustrating to the extreme. I don't like that. That change I could have done without. I get that it promotes exploring the nether, which does give you one advantage. You have a better chance of finding more treasure. But the fact of the matter is, I like the way it was before. Because it was still a matter of you had to actually go and find the netherite in the nether. You had to get the ancient debris and smelt it into netherite scrap, and then turn that into netherite ingots. It still took some time. But now, it's actually just a hassle. The satisfaction of getting ancient debris is now marred by the fact that even when you get all you need of it, you still have to hope that you can find a smithing template to convert your diamond armor. And I'm sorry, but that's just one extra step too many. Because let's consider what is waiting for you where you have to go to get the smithing templates. Bastions. Piglins. Lava. Magma cubes. Piglin brutes. And, of course, you still have to worry about the environmental threats of everything burning. Alright, Donut. Everything in the nether burns. Water is impossible to place. And then there's the chance of spawning in skeletons, ghasts, and if you're too close to another fortress, wither skeletons, and blinking blazes. All of which are going to be out to destroy you. And if you take one misstep and end up in the lava and burn, say goodbye to your goodies, because they are going in the lava and you are going to be miserable, because you're never going to get that stuff back. What goes in lava is toast. You thought I was going to say stays in the lava, didn't you? No. If it goes in the lava, it's gone. The only thing that doesn't burn in lava is any armor or tools made of netherite. which you're not going to have if you're still looking for the smithing templates. Boom. So, to whoever had the bright idea of making it so you need smithing templates to upgrade the netherite gear, thank you very, very much. Thank you from the bottom of my foot. Because it is an annoying and pointless extra step. Oh, that's cool, back base. Yeah, have me in the background. I don't mind that. Anyway, I don't really mean to complain about how netherite works now, but it's just, that's the one part about the newer updates that I've actually been dreading, because the brutes are, well, they're what their name implies. They are brutal. The brutes are just absolutely brutal, and if you're not careful, you're gonna get knocked out solidly. Because here's the thing, for anybody who didn't know about this, newsflash, when a brute attacks you with his axe, he's going to disable any shields that you have on you. If you're carrying a shield into a bastion hoping that it'll keep piglin brutes from killing you outright, that's not going to work. If a piglin brute smacks you with his axe, your shield is disabled for a second. And even if it's literally just 1 second, that's a lot more time than you think. That's plenty of time for the brute and his buddies to swoop in and smack you around until you're done. So, yeah. Piglin brutes, not something I'm looking forward to having to deal with. And now, we all have no choice. If we're playing 1.21 of any form, we're definitely stuck having to deal with that. And I'm pretty sure that it's been a thing since 1.20. Possibly even earlier than that. So, yeah, have fun with that. I know I'm not going to have fun with it. I'm going to be running the other way. Or at least I would be if I didn't need to get netherite to complete my personal goals of the game. Every world that I start, I have a personal goal of getting a full netherite armor set. It's a solid goal to be aiming for. And it's a good one. It's a challenge. Now especially. So yeah, again, whoever came up with the idea at Mojang, thanks. You just made it a part of the game that I kind of enjoyed, because mining for ancient debris is satisfying. If you strip mine for it, it can be very satisfying, especially if you have a efficiency pickaxe. But now I have to go and deal with my least favorite mob of all in the game, aside from creepers, aside from ghast and creepers. No thanks. It does not make me happy. At least when you're mining for ancient debris, you don't have to worry about ghasts. As long as you don't make your mining tunnel too big. Make it too big and, they'll have a chance of spawning. But with... Anyway, I think you guys get my point. It just does not make sense to me that they make it so that we have to deal with the... I've gone blank. What's the word? It doesn't make sense to me that they make it so that we have to go to the Bastion. That, to me, was a dumb move. But who am I to say? I don't work for Mojang. I just play their game. But it does really annoy sometimes when they make decisions like that. And in so doing, make something that was satisfying and enjoyable not as much so. Whoops. I did not mean to break through into something that was already there. Wow, okay. I was just trying to make it so that I had a infinite water source at this side of the area. Okay, time to go inside. Spent more time out here than I needed to. Anyway, I am sorry about going on about that. It's just something that really bothers me. That they changed how the netherite upgrading thing works. I mean, I kind of like the idea of the smithing template to a degree. But the part about it that bothers me is that you can't craft them yourself. You can only ever find them. Yeah, I don't know if you guys... I'm pretty sure most of you know that. But smithing templates of all kinds, you have to go and find them. You have to go find them or earn them. You cannot craft them yourself. Especially not the upgrade ones. Which makes it even more frustrating. At the very least, it does to me. Yeah. I may not have kept up to date with everything about the more recent updates, but there are some things I have kept informed about. And that, the smithing upgrade, is one of the things that I have made sure I knew enough about to be able to speak on. Because that is just something that it's never made sense to me why they made that change. It's never made any sense to me at all. Spot for 2 more barrels. End up putting barrels in those spots to house the melons and pumpkins. So I can grab these. Whoops. Convert 1 pumpkin into seeds. Mix those melon slices into melon seeds, and I'll be able to go plant them and then put in barrels. Do I have any barrels left over? No. Of course not. That would be too easy. That would make it way too easy. I've wondered if I shouldn't have a door leading out here from the back of the house, but I don't think so. I mean, it's just a few more steps, really. What do I need another door for? Melons and pumpkins. And I got some open space here where I can do more farms. I'm thinking... I'm thinking put a little path here. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Hang on. Little 2-block wide path there. And I can put some more cobble over here. Ooh, is that coal? That's coal. I need some of that. I mean, do I really need it? No. But it's good to have, because I can trade this later for emeralds and XP from the villagers. Because there are some villages nearby where I can do that. And that would be a good thing. And then, actually, I should take this out. No, wait a minute. That can stay. That can stay. Because actually, what I can do... Where's my spruce? I've got spruce wood, right? It's upstairs, I think. And there it is. Oh, I don't have much. Looks like I'm gonna have to go chop down a spruce tree. Yeah, I'm gonna need to chop down a spruce. That's okay. I don't mind chopping down a spruce. I actually enjoy doing that. Not one of those two. I'm gonna do this one over here. Besides, I don't intend to really use this space for trees that much anymore anyway. Mines and melons. That's the focus of the stream today. Making a melon and pumpkin farm, working on other farms, and then going mining. That should be plenty of spruce for what I need. My plan is to set up where I'm going to do the farming of all my crops. A starter farm for each crop type. Everything that I can farm that is a plant. Do I have any spruce slabs? No, but I have spruce trapdoors. That'll work. I think. We'll do a test and see if these will work. My hope is that they will. I want to use these to set up a glowberry farm. I'm gonna make a little bit of a vineyard over here. Hey, welcome back, Donut. Welcome back. Yeah, that's the perfect amount of trapdoors. Nice. Once I get some glowberries, I'll be able to find out if this actually works. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have any right now, but once I do, we'll test it. Space for starter farms of the different crops. That's what I'm making, Donut. Right this moment, I'm trying to make a farm space for sweet berries. Or not sweet berries, glowberries. But I am going to put a sweet berry farm right next to it. Hey, glad to hear that, Backbase. Glad to hear it. Alright, let's go get some more slabs made. Ah! After I harvest my wheat. Must harvest the wheat. I don't really care about the beetroot, but I do care about the wheat. Alright. Yeah, that works. I'm alright with people listening along as they are playing. I'm actually going to need another set of 12. Because I'm only going to do one row for the sweet berries, but I am going to need another row. I'm going to need another row's worth of trapdoors for the sweet berries. Ah! Forgot to actually push the button to jump. Darn it. And then I went and messed it up. Nice thing with this is, once we have sweet berries growing on here, if it actually works, if we want to quickly harvest, we can just flip the trapdoors, and that'll break all the sweet berry vines. Interesting notion, huh? And then this row will be for the Not sweet berry vines, glowberry vines. This row will be for sweet berries. Ah. Ah, there goes my shovel. Well, good thing I've got a spare. Whoops. You break them only to put them back. That's... Nah, I don't think I've ever seen that one. I don't think I've ever watched that one. I'll put a barrel there for that. And then one here for sweet berries. And then the next thing I would farm would be sugarcane. Go. We'll probably have to mine a little bit of cobble in order to fill up this space properly. but we're going to be going mining anyway, so I won't need to get that much. If that makes any sense. And once I've got these in place, the only other farm I'll need is kelp, which I think I almost have the perfect spot for that already. Yeah. Kind of. Hello, wolves. Let's head over to the cobblestone generator. Ah! First, I want to pick up these saplings. Waste not! You always pick up the saplings when you've been farming trees. Absolutely, Donut. Absolutely. I'm still gonna do that world too. Just felt this world needed a little more progress. Ooh. That is a very unsatisfying sound. When pickaxes break, when tools break in general, is extremely unsatisfying. Look at that. Melons and pumpkins are growing pretty decently. Now, actually, this farm I can build slightly different. Or rather, I have to build it slightly different, because this one requires water. I need to make a few barrels, and I need to make some cobble slabs. Ah, man. Well, you got farther than I did. I want to say I died on day 19. So yeah, you got further than I did, pal. Well done. Whoops. Slabs don't go in there. They go in this box. And logs go in here. There we go. Now I just need to get the sugarcane down there. I don't have dedicated space for bamboo yet, but I don't really need it yet. Piglins. Mine was from a sneak attack creeper. What a pleasant experience that was. Having to trek all the way back out here to my home. Yeah. Not fun. Not by a long shot. This actually looks pretty interesting back here. Now that I've done this, this actually looks really cool. Kind of changes the look a bit, but it's only from the back. If you look at it from the front, it still looks like a simple, cozy cabin. Yeah, looks good. And look at it this way. Come in, look out the window, and you can see the garden growing. Every bit of it. I like it. I do. I like it. But now comes the part that I'm not going to like so much. The mining. Mining is often quite satisfying, but this form of mining is going to be a little bit more tedious. Because I'm going to be using only stone picks to mine my way down into the depths. And like I said, I want to try to make it so that my tunnel is a bit wider than normal. Ah, yes. Yes, that makes sense. That makes complete and total sense. It explains how you died, why you died, and yeah. Yeah. That, yeah. I'm sorry you ended up dying like that, don't I? I really am. Dying to piglins is not fun. I shouldn't waste my shovels on this, but I want to further the aesthetic of my little home. That's good. That's good. As long as you don't lose anything important. Death in Minecraft isn't too much of an inconvenience. I mean, it's an inconvenience, but it's not as much of one if you don't lose anything important. See, my plan is to make a dock out on the river. Just over here. Make just a little dock going off over the water. Just good enough that you can fish off of it or put a boat up against it. Nice. Yeah, that actually adds a little something to it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thanks, Donut. Yeah, I figure a nice little trail in front of the house and around it kind of adds a little something. Probably could have waited till that guy... Probably could have waited until night when that guy would use his invisibility potion and possibly have gotten the potion from him. But that's not exactly a priority. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta grab a quick drink, and I gotta grab something really quick. Be right back. And we are back. Sorry about that. Couldn't even find what I was looking for. And I realized I put it somewhere else. Somewhere I can't really get to right now. So, I'll do without it. Alright, next thing on the agenda. And this is an important thing. Gotta figure out where exactly I want to build the mine. I'm kind of thinking right over here might be a good spot. Yeah, I'm thinking right about here. That'll make it so that I can put the tunnel a little further back, and so that it might dip down before I have to worry about that hole back there. Ah, there goes the shovel. Maybe I was wrong. That hole is actually still going to be a problem. Great. Oh well. It happens. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Cookie. Ha! Okay! You guys were just sitting there. Ooh! Yeah, it is a nice deep cave. It goes deeper than I expected it to. Whoops. Alright, let's make some torches. Sorry, sheepy. Can't have you getting in the way of my making my tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. That is a very deep hole back there. A very deep hole. You know what I just realized? I should be carrying a bed so that I don't run the risk of anything from the surface coming down and surprise attacking me during a night shift. Don't want that. I do not want to get knocked out by a stray roaming surface creeper coming down my tunnel. That would not be good. Where's my spare bed? It's in here, right? Nope. It's in here. There it is. I should take a second to cook some food. I should cook this food that I've got. Ah, nope, 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 nope. No! I can't believe I just did that. Yes, I can. I can believe it. I can believe that I did it. I just wish I hadn't. What's on this? Ooh, that's not a bad enchantment. I'll have to hold on to that and fix it later. That could be very good. Very good. I should also take this with me. If I start getting low on food again, I can break that out and start whacking stuff on the surface. Yeah, campfires would be more efficient, actually, but it would take some of my fuel. Hey, kitty cat! Welcome back to the channel, kitty cat. How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so. Been a while since we've seen you on the chat, kitty cat. It's good to see you. Might have to be even deeper on the bottom. Ah! Oi! Stop doing that. There we go. Ugh. Diorite. I make no secret of the fact that I can't stand diorite. Freaking bird poo. That's what it makes me think of. I can't stand this stuff. I'm glad that this bunch of it is going to be hidden under the stairs and the rails. Let's see here. Boop, boop. Boom, boom. I hear that. Staying busy. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I just hope you take time to relax now and then. Don't wanna burn yourself out, you know? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nighttime. Sleeping through the night. There we go. Now that does mean I have to be a little bit careful, because if I die now, I'm gonna have to go all the way back from world spawn again. Hey, it's Villager! Villager is back again. How are you, my friend? How you doing? Doing well? I hope so. I hope so. Pardon me for the random harmony attempt. Uh-oh. There it goes again. Another pick bites the dust. Another one down, another one down. Another pick bit the dust. Whoops. Whoa, wait a minute. That's wrong. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, jeez. Well, that's no cool. That's not cool. All I'll say is stay safe, my friend. Stay safe. Good, good. It sounds to me like you've taken what precautions you know to take. That's a good thing. Ba ba da ba dee ba da ba da ba da boom. Bam ba da, bam ba dee, ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da boom, ba ba da ba da ba da boom. Well, I have an excellent suggestion to help calm your mind. Let's change the subject. Refresh my memory, everybody. Those of you who have done this before, I refer to you as everybody. And for everybody else, I also refer to you as everybody. What's your favorite block in Minecraft? Hmm? Do tell. Do tell. I've been doing pretty good. Been a little busy, but getting back into the swing of things still. And enjoying every moment of it. Been working on some farm placements, some preparations for the future on this world, and thinking through some of the plans that I have for this world and others. That's what I do. That's what I call fun. Fun, 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 fun! So much fun! Whoa, okay. Small lag spike there. Give me the goods. Give me the good stuff. Give me the good stuff. The good stuff. Is that a mine shaft? That looks like wood. That's a mine shaft. What? Hey, let's go. It's kind of crazy, but I'm going to do it. I want to go explore it. Down we go! Into the dark. Yep, I knew it! It's a mine shaft. Hey, and there's even a chest here. Ooh, ooh, not bad. Hey, glowberries! That's one of the things we were prepping for farming. Uh-oh. Did not expect my sword to give away like that. There we go. Now we can scoop up the good stuff. That is not part of the good stuff. But it's funny. I was actually going to end up needing rails down the road. Now, there will be fewer that I have to craft for myself. Is there more mine shaft down this way? I kind of want to see if this goes deeper still. Part of me says, don't go any further. The other part of me says, adventure! But I'm going to listen to the rational part of me and go bye-bye. Bye-bye, adventure. We've seen just about enough of you already. Several, villager. Several. And yes, I am making a mine. I was starting on a mine. In a mine, in a mine, in a mine, in a mine. And I have all those pickaxes because of the fact that I was starting my mine. I wanted to make sure I had enough to get me going. Up the water. So now we know there is a mine shaft down there. Because I didn't want to have to stop and craft as many for a little while. But instead of having to stop and craft them, I have to stop and craft a sword. Because I don't want to use my gold one for everything. The gold one is for helping in hunting, to make it so I can knock out food. Practice and inspiration, villager. My ability with houses comes from practice and taking inspiration from other designs. You'd be surprised how many of my designs are inspired by someone else's Minecraft builds, or by real-life houses, for that matter. Yes! This works! I can farm glowberries on those trapdoors. Oh my gosh, for a second I thought you were a illager coming to smack me down, bucko. I didn't realize that was my horse. I thought for a second that was an illager, because of the gray and the way it was just coming towards me. That scared me. That's sad. My inspiration on this build is the idea of a cozy log cabin. I just changed some of the bits around for how to make the design. And made it also be part of a sheep farm. Ah, yes. Mountain designs were also fun. Yeah, I can't wait to do more different builds. I can't wait to try my hand at building a castle. It's been forever since I've tried to build any kind of a castle. But I'm looking forward to doing that, because that's one of the things I'm going to do. I need to get this loot off of me. Well, things happen. What do we got here? Got that stuff. How about we put this stuff in here for now? Actually, no. Let's put this stuff in here for now. Dip, dip, dip. Dip, dip, dip. Except for the bread. I'll keep the bread with me, because I might need it for extra food. Time, patience, practice, and looking for inspiration for the kinds of things you want to build. That is what I say helps make you a better Minecraft builder. The more you practice it, the more you can do with it. And the better you'll get. Time, patience, practice. These are the things that make skills get better. And better and better. So even if you think you're not doing so great at something, give it time, and you can only get better. And I would say their advice is not wrong. Again, it's a matter of taking the time to practice, take some inspiration from things that have already been done, whether in art, in film, or off of YouTube videos. And take the time to think, what am I really aiming for? And how can I make the concept really stand out as my own? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be a slow process getting really good at building. I'm still not that great. Huh. Well, that also works, villager. That's also a pretty good building skill right there. Being able to look at a Minecraft house design and recreate it without actually having to watch the vid, that's not bad. That's good. Apply that. And then when you've made the build, go back and apply what you feel makes it stand out as yours. That's what I would suggest you do. That's kind of what I try to do most of the time. Yeah, like I said, that works. That works as building skill too. Practice that. Strengthen that skill. Yeah, see, Donut confirms. It takes a lot of time to be a really good builder. Just take the time, practice your skills, and remember my tips. Inspiration, patience, perseverance. If you think a build doesn't look good, it may be that all you gotta do is make a small tweak, and then you'll find it's better than what you had before, and might even be exactly what you're trying to aim for. Patience, perseverance, practice. Combine those with time, and you've got everything you need. Now, I get that. I do understand that. Sometimes you don't have time to build as much as you want to, or to actually build the things that you want to. What's important is to try to take the time you can get and use it to practice. It may not be a lot of time, but you don't always need a lot of time to make a nice looking build. At least, as far as I'm concerned. And a good build doesn't have to be big. I want to add that to the mix. A good build doesn't have to be a big build. A good build can be something as simple as a little single-player starter house. A mega base could just be a lot of small builds all bound together with one major goal: to be your base. Oh, pardon me. I don't know where that just came from. Mining away, I don't know what I'll find. I'm mining anyway. Mining away again. I'm mining for what? I do not know, but I am mining still. No reason why you couldn't. Start with a basic idea. What kind of build do you want to go for? Do you want to go for a house? Do you want to go for a tower? Do you want to just make a house within a cave? Even that can be a viable start to a build. build it up little by little, and even the simplest thing can become a really enjoyable project. But here's the most important thing to remember. Here's one of the most important things to remember. In my opinion, one of the most important things to remember with a Minecraft build is, out of anyone and everyone, your goal should be to make it so that it appeals to you. And again, patience, practice, perseverance. These are the key to being better. With any skill. Add in a bit of time and inspiration, and a Minecraft builder ye shall become, if you do not already feel you are one to begin with. I hope that makes sense. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Well, that depends on how you want the build to be. Sometimes even numbers are a good way to start. Like if you're making a rectangle to be the basis of a house or something, it is better to start by practicing with even numbers. Because that way, if you want to do like a rectangular house, or if you want to do something symmetric, it's easier when you do even numbers. If you want to do something symmetrical, something that's pretty basic but looks the same at both sides of it, then that's definitely when you want to stick with the even numbers. But again, all of this is up to you to decide how you want to do it. What works for one person, you may not find as effective for you. Take the time to figure out what feels better to you. And I promise you, again, patience, perseverance, and practice. From there, you can most certainly be even better than you already are. Gradients, decorations, that's a bit more detail-oriented. My big bit of advice with that is don't get too dug into the details. Detailing is what comes when the build is solid. Focus on making the build solid first. Solid foundation, solid shape, and satisfying shape to you. Then worry about the details. It's like an artist writing a song. A lot of them get inspiration for the lyrics first. Some of them get inspiration for the melody first. But in a lot of cases, it'll be the melody first. And when they get the melody, it's melody first, and then they worry about lyrics. Think of the build like this. Shape first. Shape first, then the details. Yeah, exact. Hey, Grian is who I would recommend listening to the most when it comes to builds. Grian and Scar. But particularly Grian. The guy knows his stuff. The guy clearly knows what he's doing. He builds some really impressive stuff. Go back and take a look at his Hermitcraft builds, and you'll see. A lot of what he does really well. And another point I would add is practice when you are going to do the big builds, practice them first. Practice them in creative first. That'll help you out big time. Yeah. Take a look at just about any hermit from Hermitcraft, and you'll see what I mean. Those guys, they do really good stuff. Matter of fact, they're one of the big those guys are some of the major inspiration for me when I try to do builds. Especially if I try to do a big build. Ooh, pardon me. But again, shape, then decorate. And like with seasoning on food, a little bit of decoration can go a long way with a build. Hey, look where we are. We found the mine shaft again. Uh-oh. That's not good. I can hear monsters. I see a monster. I see a couple different monsters. Not good. Alright. I need to go up to the surface. I need to go empty some of my inventory out. To the base! To the base! Run! Run! They may be coming for you! Alright. Up the ladder. To the bed. Okay. We are not in a thunderstorm. That's good. Okay, blocks from mining specifically are gonna go in here. Put some of the cobble away. Not all of it, but some. Put away a little bit of coal. With that stuff. I'm gonna need to turn some of this iron into a pickaxe, I'm sure, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. That mine shaft, though, is going to bother me now that I've found it. I want to explore that mine shaft. Because that mine shaft could have more rails in it, and I'm going to want those. But I think that we will worry about that next time. We've started making the mine. Now, next time around, we can work on further delving into the depths and exploring that mine shaft. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And if you did, please be sure to leave likes, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next stream. Also be sure to check out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly. Until next time, guys, I am JGarter1, your guide bard and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I'll see y'all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!